Hi everyone, the Penguin Chef here, and today I'm going to show you how to make saucy pork chops. Now, this recipe I originally got from my mother's ancient tome of cooking, namely the Better Homes and Gardens cookbook from 1968. I still have it, and it's certainly seen a lot of love and gotten a lot of use. First things first, let's take a look at our ingredients. Now might be a good time to pause the video so you can copy down these ingredients, or take a screenshot on your phone or mobile device to help you with your shopping list. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up this half an onion. Now, like I said, this recipe came from a cookbook. I have changed it over the years several times. So now that onion's all chopped and ready to go. We'll have that in a bowl ready when we go over to our pan. So now, we've got here our pork chops. I got 4 of them. We do like them thin. I mean, you can buy them up to 1 inch thick. I buy those and cut them in half just because the portions seem to work out better. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put a little salt on this side. Once we get them on the heat, I'll be salting the other side the minute they go in the pan. So the next thing we're actually gonna do is we're gonna prepare the sauce so that it's all ready to go. So I have here 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. You can use cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, cream of celery, any of the creamy ones you like. Then over here, I have 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. The original recipe called for Worcestershire sauce, which you can certainly use in the same amount. I'm actually allergic to it, so I had to cut that one out. And last but not least, we have a half a cup of just ketchup. All right, and we're just gonna mix that up real good. We're actually in the middle of a thunderstorm right now, so you know, might be some thunder booming while we're doing this, and hopefully the power won't go out. So there's our sauce, pretty well mixed up. I think we're ready to go to the stove. I'm gonna add some olive oil to my pan over medium heat. Should be nice and warm, and then we're gonna put the pork straight in. Salt side down. Okay, now we're just gonna lightly salt the other side. What we're really looking for here is just to brown both sides of the chops. Then we're gonna take them out of the pan and we're gonna put the sauce ingredients in and bring that up to temperature. Let's have a look at the underside. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Yep. We're gonna set those aside. Now we're going to immediately add in our onions. And we're going to add in about a tablespoon of minced garlic. Turn down the heat just a little if things are starting to brown too fast. Now these are turning nice and golden. All right, it's time to add in our sauce. Get that all nice and mixed up. So this is bubbling really nicely. It's time for us to put the pork chops in. Ease it into the sauce. I'm gonna use my little spatula just to spread some more sauce over the top of each one. So I've turned the heat down to low. We're gonna put the lid on this and let it simmer for about 35 to 40 minutes. While that's simmering, we're gonna go ahead and make some rice. This is a great dish to serve with rice because you can spread the sauce over the rice and it goes really well together. So what I've got here is about 2½ cups of water. We're gonna go ahead and give that a little salt, not too much. And then I like to put in about 2 tablespoons of butter. I've got here a cup of shredded carrot that I did in the food processor. It measures a cup when you compress it in your measuring cup. So right now it probably looks like more than that because it's been fluffed up a little bit. We'll go ahead and put that right into the cold pan. We're gonna set that to medium high, put the lid on, and wait for that to boil, and then we can add the rice. Now, the rice I'll be using is jasmine rice. I've got 1 cup of jasmine rice, which I've thoroughly rinsed in a strainer. All right, we got this up to a nice boil, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour in the rice and give it a little stir so that it doesn't form into a big clump. And we're gonna turn our heat down to low, put the lid back on, and we're gonna let that go for about 20 minutes. Stir the rice occasionally while it simmers to prevent clumping and to make sure it gets nicely mixed with those shredded carrots. When the pork's about halfway done, I like to take a spatula and just give the sauce a little stir. So the timer just went off on our pork chops, so they should be done, but it's always a good idea to remember that pork should be cooked to a minimum internal temperature of 145 on an instant read thermometer. There we have it, our saucy pork chops. It's a recipe I have loved for years and years and years, and I hope you will enjoy it as well. Until next time.